Hello and welcome. If any of you are new, my name is Michelle and I am sharing my art journey with anyone that wants to watch. I love using watercolour, but also mixed media, and I use my art to give myself some calm, mindful time at least once a day. So, and also I'm hoping that by doing that, my skills will get better. So who knows? Today I've got a little reference picture, which is up there in the left-hand corner. And that's what I'm going to have a go at. I really like the colours that are in that particular picture. And there we go. Let's get that back in place. So I'm going to start off with this lavender colour, but it's not quite, I don't know, it's not too bad, is it? Maybe we will leave it as it is. And let's get this lavender sky in. So I'm using my Michael Harding paints. I'm using my Escoda Perla brushes, my Light Wish sketchbook, which I am absolutely loving. I like this kind of square format at the moment. I will leave links to the sketchbook and the paintbrushes in the description below the video, and also I will leave a link to the Unsplash picture, which is copyright free for me to use. So I'll put all of those down below. Michael Harding paints, I think you can look them up and find out where's best to buy them depending on where you are in the world. So I won't put a link to those as such. Anyway, let me get this blue sky in. So let's go from there, go up, make that more a bit like that. There. And we want to get some of these kind of cloud effects in. So let's make sure we are using some water. I'm getting some nice little cloud effects, and I might also just take a tissue and blot some more cloud shapes out if I can. So I'm just going to screw my tissue up a little bit and see if we can just take a little bit more out in places. Just to give us a bit more of a cloudy effect. There we go. We've got some clouds going on. And in actual fact, I'm using my biggest Escoda brush at the moment, which is the size 12. We've almost got some kind of wiggly lines going across. So I'm just going to take a damp, clean brush and see if I can get that kind of line going across there as well. Next, I'm going to do the green at the bottom. So which green shall I use? Let's use moss green and add to that a bit. So we'll take our moss green and pop that in, and I'm not worried that there's some bleeding going on. Those of you that have watched me before, I'm quite happy to let my paint do what it wants to do, and then I will do my best to make something of it later, basically. So now we've kind of got a bit of a hill, so I want a darker green. I'm going to take my Perylene green and pop that in here to give me a little bit of something else that's going on there for those rolling hills. And then I also want to get maybe another little line going across here, which is kind of what I see. And that gives me some a nice variation of things going on in my painting. So I am going to dry this. I will be back in 2 ticks for you. There we go. We are now nice and dry. I really like the lavender and this moss green together. I think they look rather nice. So I'm next going to get in, I'm going to go down in my brush size to my 8, and I'm going to get my fence post in next. And for that I am going to use something called Earth of Cyprus. It's a little bit like a burnt sienna. So let us get our slap bang in the middle, isn't it? Do we want it slap bang in the middle? Compositionally wise, I think it would be nicer if I put it somewhere else. So I am going to adjust what I'm seeing. And I'm going to put mine there, like so. Oh, I've done that like so. Oh, I need to stop doing some of these phrases. They might become annoying to people. Right. What's next? Maybe we will get these plants that are going up on the left-hand side. I think I'm going to need a much smaller brush. And I'm going to go with my Princeton Snap size 2 because it's a nice small one. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to mix my brown that I've already used, which was the Earth of Cyprus, together with the moss green. A bit more moss green. Even more moss green. I just want to get this kind of greeny brown, olivey brown colour. That's looking a bit better. Okay. So I can get this, these branches that are coming up on this side. So let's go up. And we've got kind of and then we want to come across a bit more across there. Can't really see what's going on too well on the other side, but we will pop a few things in there and add a few more little branches coming off. Okay, so I've got my branches on that side. Now, in order to do, I think what I might do is just see if I can make that a bit bigger. I move that down and over a bit. Maybe go like that. Now I can see that we've got these kind of bluebells dangling. So let's go back to our lavender. And I might even add a bit of blue. Which blue shall I use? Cobalt Deep. Because I want them to be a little bit darker than or a slightly different colour to the sky, really. And do you know what else I'm going to add in? Okay, this isn't Michael Harding. This is Holbein's Bright Rose. So that I get more of a purpley mauve colour. There we go. Let's see how that goes. So we want one of those kind of dangling around here. Kind of want that. A bit of shape to it. And then we've just got one more, which I will put coming down this way. Like so. Oh, I've done it again. Like so. But then we also need some very faint. So I'm going to put on my brush and then get rid of some so that I can get these kind of little ones going on. Up there. And maybe a little bit there as well. Okay. Now I need to do a bit more. Let's add some of this Perylene green to my mixture that was already there, because we can. And I want to get another few stems and things coming up, because it is a bit more tangly down there, so as that I can get in the couple of yellow flowers that are there. So now, will my yellow go over the top? That's the next question. I'm going to use quite a bit of paint and see what happens. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. So we'll put one there, and perhaps we'll have, or perhaps we'll have more than they've got. Why not? We can do that if we want. So we've got these little yellow flowers just peeking out at the bottom there. And then sticking with this colour here, we need to have some of these very thin lines. And Dr. Martin's PH, Dr. PH Martin's Bleed Proof White, or Dr. Rescue, which is my nickname for it now, Dr. Rescue. And we can get those little white flowers in. We might need to add some green in with them in a bit, but just for now, we can just get those in. And then we'll have this one here. Okay. And then if I water it down a bit more, because there's kind of some of those going on in the background. So we'll just get, and I'll add the stems in a bit. So let's just take some of our green so that we can bring that down. Maybe we'll just add a few more, like so. I want to get some green in there. So let's go back to our moss green and get some of the green bits in. There we go. Now we've got some of those green bits in. I think we probably need some more grassy elements, don't we, at the front here. So says that we've got a bit more. Yes, that's looking better. Now let's take, because I want to, so I'm taking the tiniest bit. No, there's still green on my paintbrush. Try again. That's better. Tiniest bit of watered down bleed proof white so that I can just emphasize this and give it some, just a little bit of something going on. Make it look a little bit more 3D. Oh, it's looking quite pretty. My yellow is not standing out as much as I would have hoped. Let's see if I can get a bit more of this yellow on my brush. Or, aha, why don't I mix some of the yellow with the white? Better. Okay, what else do we need? We need the fence, the wire for the fence. Okay, how am I going to do that? Let us take our brown that we had, and let's see if we can get this bit of fencing in. So we're kind of wanting it to come across. Oh, I think I have mine going across like that, basically, to echo the slant in the field there. Now, do we want to do anything where this has bled in? Let's take my size 8 again, and that's my moss green, isn't it? Yep. So I think what I'm going to do here is do something right here in the background. And then with a damp brush, clean damp brush, I'm just going to let that merge and mingle a little bit. And they could be some little trees. Let's get some a little bit of variation going on in there. Like so. Nice damp brush. Don't want to lose all of that nice limey green colour underneath. And I don't like that bit, so let's try and take that out a bit. Okay. I don't think that's too bad. Do I want to do any more to it? Do I want to add a few more of those white bits? Let's get Dr. Rescue back out again, because there are I just need to make them stand out a bit more, I think. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh, I love that little gap there. It's like, oh, what happens when you go through there? Where does it go to? Right, let's see what we need to do with these kind of bluebelly things. And I'm going to get a pencil, I think, to do that. What is this? This is a Derwent Artists Light Violet. Let's try that. Hopefully that's, yeah, that is dry. So can we get just a little bit of definition going on? And let's get a green, a very dark green. That's not very pointy. Oh, that one's even less pointy. Okay, well, whichever one I pick needs sharpening, but I've got the dark sap green, which is a luminance. And I just want to get there we go. I think that just gives them a little bit more definition. Let me just move this back again now. And I think I'm going to add some more darker bits at the bottom here. Just so that I'm darkening it up a bit at the bottom here. I think that will make it look better, but it will also make these white things stand out a bit more. There. I think that pencil work has just made a little bit of difference. Yeah, I'm liking that a bit better. Right, let us, I mean, the only thing that I'm not that happy with is that this yellow doesn't stand out. What can I do there? Let's see. See, I'm not quite satisfied yet, am I? Have I got I wonder if I've got a yellow gouache. See if I can open my tin. Yay! Okay, let's go with this. This is a Dala Rowney, deep yellow. Okay. All right. And because it's gouache, I'm hoping that it will go over the top and stand out a bit more than what I've done before. Better. Right. Let us take the masking tape off. There we go. So I'm just going to bring that right up now. In fact, it's always better if I move everything else out of the way, because then it's less distracting. And there we go. There's my little picture for today that I'm quite happy with. I like that. All right. Maybe you'll have a go. If you do, let me know how you get on in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming along on my art journey with me. Stay safe, stay healthy, and always stay calm if you can. Until next time. Bye for now.